You sneaky, you're running as an outsider.
I am an outsider.
Is this true? Yes, it's true. This man has no dick.
Come on, come on. Really?
Do you smoke crack cocaine?
Exactly.
Let's give the people what they came for.
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Mr. Prime Minister, will there always be a Canada?
There will always be a Canada.
All right, elbows out.
Elbows up.
It's like people only do things because they get paid. And that's just really sad.
Ready? Are you ready? Get them out of here! Get them out of here! Get the hell out of here!
Enough with the woke shit.
So the answer to that is to stop being stupid.
I can't do it. We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Get your special sock out, nerds. It's gonna get good.
Is the federal government stealing from us? Are they sabotaging our industry? Are they taking us down the path to communism? Are they censoring us? Are they stealing our guns from us? Come on, let's go.
Let's fucking go.
Knockout!
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Fringe. Welcome back to Friday Night Fringe here on the channel. I know, I just keep growing co-hosts. I can't stop myself.
You love it.
It's just too good to be true. It was a bit of a downer on Wednesday when we talked about the budget, so hey, why not make it a little fun tonight?
Yeah, we're going to make up for it today.
We're going to have a great time. No doom and gloom tonight. Despite the fact that things aren't looking good right now, we're going to try to have as much fun as possible. I hope you guys had a great week this week. It's going to be a great stream. Look at this. We've already got Raptor Guy popping in with an honorable mention. $5 super chat. Thank you so much. I think if another MP crosses over, Derek should get animated like Steve Dangle after a Leafs loss. It's not going to happen, but I agree. Listen, we got something fun to put out. Grab that for me, will you? Tonight, folks, if we get enough likes on the channel, we're doing a giveaway tonight. We're going to start giving away these F. Carney 2026 calendars, courtesy of Calendars That Curse. Keep an eye out for their ads dropping this week on the channel, folks. Calendars That Curse has always done amazing work. They donate to veterans. They help people out when they're having a rough time. And I collaborated with this F. Carney calendar. One lucky viewer is getting this calendar tonight. Hit that like button, folks. We got to get close to 1,000, and I'll give one of these puppies away for free.
Come on, you guys. You can do it.
I'll give it away for free tonight. Don't tell Tiff to grab that for you on stream. I tell her to grab it for me whenever I like, okay? That's what she said. Let's go. Let's get a roll call. Let's get a good old-fashioned roll call going, ladies and gentlemen. I want to see a roll call. I'm going to tell Tiffany to grab it whenever I want. Now, get the roll call. Let's see if we can get people watching from every beautiful province in this country. Make sure we get a lot of people coming in. I mean, millions and millions from the United States. Let's see what we got. Let's go. Carol and Gerald joining us from Calgary. Welcome in. We got Lawrence coming in from Calgary. We got Stinger coming in. Hey, cheers to you, man. Great to see you. Mystical's passed out and dangling from my roof still. That's okay. We like to abuse him over here. Thank you for joining us. Waltz Tech Media coming in from Penticton, BC. Thank you so much. Delphine's joining us once again from Fort Mac. Gotta love that town. Nathan coming in from Calgary, Alberta in the southeast. Welcome. Great to have you here. We've got... who else? Austin. Oh, hell yeah. Coming in from Cowtown. I don't know if you know, that's Calgary. Chris coming in from Airdrie. Welcome in. We've got Kurt coming in from Armageddonton. I love that. Welcome into the stream. Great to have you here. Little Swiss man. Wow. What two lovely ladies beside Mr. Derek. Listen.
He always likes
it's natural. It's just natural. When you look at this face all day, I'm beating him off with a stick. It's, you got to get used to it. There's probably going to be more later at one point. I know in my luck.
More women?
Raptor guy coming in from Scarborough. Well, What is it Eddie Murphy used to say? They're tossing their stuff at me like frisbees on the street. Ah! That's the way it goes. Raptor Guy coming in from Scarborough. We've got R.C. Groen coming in from Grand Prairie. We got Kentville coming in from Port Williams, Nova Scotia. Welcome in. Mr. Biggs is joining us from Edmonton. Carson,
Not Canada.
El Gringo Grande, not Canada.
Love it.
I'm not Canada either. I'm coming from Alberta. But he's coming in from Puerto Vallarta. Welcome in. It's great to have you here. Matt is coming in from an undisclosed bunker in Interlake, Manitoba. Matt, welcome to the stream. It's always good to have you in the chat. Don't forget to join us Wednesdays for those shows on Unhinged Fringe, folks. I promise we're going to make it a little lighthearted as time goes on. Wednesday was a tough one with the budget, but give it up to Matt. He does a great job on that show. We've got Lisa coming in from Airdrie, Alberta. David's joining us from High River. Spawn 17 coming in from Montreal. Welcome in. We got Indigenous Colonizer coming in from Fort Mac. I love that. Jancor's coming in from Ottawa, Ontario. Whiskies coming in once again from Edmonton. Good to see you back. We've got Antonio joining us from Edmonton as well. Greg coming in from Provost, Alberta. We got Dilligaff Brothers Contracting coming in from Regina, Saskatchewan. It rhymes with fun. We got Mike, my favorite mod named Mike, coming in from Winterpeg. It's always good to have you here. Vox Guitar Rocks, Fort Erie, Ontario. There's my Americans. I was wondering, where are my American viewers? Where are they coming in from? Rex joining us once again from the great state of Arkansas. In the good old America, that's Bill Clinton's riding, you know, Hillary. Hillary hangs out there, and she's now going to be going to jail. Welcome in. It's good to have you in here. We got Topaz coming in from Leduc. Gord Baker coming in from the gym in Okotoks, from the Gime. He's coming in from the Gime in Okotoks. Welcome in. It's good to have you here. Leroy Jenkins coming in from Edmonton. Guys, I got to get caught up in the chat. We got way too many people coming in. I saw Fashizi in there. Where's Fashizi? I like Fashizi Maineezy coming in from rural Alberta. Love to hear the Donald. He loves the Donald. We all love the Donald. Maybe I should just do the entire stream like Donald. It would be wonderful.
I'd have to drink more.
I do many voices, folks, but none quite like Donald Trump, I gotta be honest. One of the better ones. Look at this one, KG. Hi, Fringe family from the greatest country on the planet, Alberta. Yes. Welcome in. Wow. Couldn't say enough. It. You know, I talked about John Bolton this week, and I talked about one of his videos where he had held it in the reserves. He put it in the tank, and he didn't want to put it out because he actually said, I'm sick and tired of Canada. I don't want to be in Canada anymore. I don't like Canada anymore. Mm-hmm. With the way the government has gone, with the way things have been, he says, I'm Albertan. That's the way it is. And I'll tell you, after this week, after the displays I've seen, after the way our elected officials have behaved, I identify as Albertan as well. I will be Albertan before I am Canadian any day of the week. Sorry, not sorry if that offends those who live in other parts of the country. Proud Albertan. That's the way it's staying, folks. But you don't want to listen to me talk anymore, do you? Do you? You greedy bastards. You come here for the memes. Oh, Mrs. Fringe is cracking another drink. Here we go. Now it's kicking off. Let's go. Let's get in here, folks. Coming in with the memes. Hope you guys are ready for memes. It's meme time. We got Bradley Wilcox with the $5 super chat. Carney admitted no pipelines. Let's get the F out of Alberta, or get the F out, Alberta Independence. Let's go. I'm Alberta. I got to tell you guys. Well, geez, can we get those thumbs ups on? We're behind in viewers today. I don't know what the heck's going on here. If YouTube's sabotaging us or what's happening. Hit that like button, folks. We got to get the people in here. We got to let them know we're live. Stay tuned to the channel tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to be hanging out with a 1-hour podcast with super lawyer Keith Wilson. We sat down today and had a hell of a discussion. Very long chat about all the legalities when it comes to Alberta independence. Anybody wondering, how does this work? How does that work? Who gets a veto? Who can tell you what? What do the laws say about everything? Keith answers all of those questions. I've been wanting to get him on for a long time, so we just made it a very, very long interview. So go get your lollipops, get your popcorn, put your feet up. It's going to be wonderful, ladies and gentlemen. You don't want to miss that interview with Keith Wilson tomorrow. It's going to be a great interview. You're going to love watching that one. You're going to like the way it looks. I guarantee it. OAO sending me this one. The Blue Jays, of course, lost out in the World Series. That's okay. It happens. I half expected it because they had nothing other than the Carney curse.
Yeah.
You know, Mark Carney's been around the Edmonton Oilers. They lost. I believe he was around like a soccer team or something, and they lost as well. Now the Blue Jays lose. Well, the coach of the Blue Jays had something to say about it. Here we go. There you go. Oh, doesn't that make everybody feel good on a Friday? Let's see it again.
I think we all, as Albertans, want to do that. Oh, I love it.
Pow! Right in the kisser. Right in the mouth. Right in the jaw. Socks out. Oh, Mark Carney. I love seeing that one. I can't get enough of that one. OAO, thank you for sending me that one. I like it. This one. If you guys saw Halloween and saw your favorite kids running around this year trick-or-treating, I know there's always, oh, look at that costume. This costume takes it. Folks, this costume... Winner of all Halloween. In fact, my daughter, my little Harley Quinn, she wants to do this next year.
She was like, oh my God.
She's going to nail it, guys. This is the best video you'll see of kids on Halloween. Take a look.
I just saw a kid take 3 pieces of candy. 3! This isn't HOA approved. It's not that hard. Just follow the rules. Oh my gosh, the fog is triggering my asthma. Okay, drive! Don't record me. That's against my HIPAA laws. Hold her here for a reason. The sign says take 1. Here, right now. I am the HOA president. Is candy's fun size? Fun for who? Aren't you a little old to be trick-or-treating? And I'm reporting back to the HOA. Excuse me? Do that again?
I'd like to speak to your momager.
It looks like the spirit of Halloween threw up. Ew and ew. My toxic trait? Being right. It's cute. No inflatables, but yet, here we are. They got that from Home Depot. Ugh, again, with the grass. Fire hazard. Get me out. Out.
I mean, that kid stole Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, talk about based, right? Like, how based can a kid get at Halloween? And that kid, maybe what, 10 years old, 10 or 11? Like, talk about winning Halloween. Like, I've never said that I endorse kids getting into political issues or trying to be adults too fast. But ladies and gentlemen, that wins Halloween. If that kid came to my door, I'd give her $100. I wouldn't give her candy. I'd be like, shut up and take my money. Take my money. Buy a good costume for next year. Do the same thing next year.
I'm going to be corporate Karen next year.
Yeah, Lori's going to go out as corporate Karen next year. She does a good job of it in this house, I'll tell you that. Good old corporate Karen.
Is it really a costume if you're that?
Not much of a costume. She comes around and says, here's the way it's going to be. You're going to put up with it. If you don't like it, go get a lollipop. Get out of here. I don't want to hear it anymore. I'm reporting you to the HOA. Let's go. Look at this. Honorable mentions coming. Jesus, you guys. Wow. Dutchy, 279 super chat. Wow. So excited to be a free and prosperous country next year from Fort Mac. Dutchy, thank you.
Thank you.
Holy.
You are so right. He's up in my industry right now.
Talk about making my Friday. That's amazing. Thank you. You're so generous. I don't know what else to say. That's amazing. Raptor guy, $2 super chat. Derek's winning like Charlie Sheen. By winning. Drinking the tiger blood. T. Tommy with $5 super chat. I'm so happy I get to see you live. Hey from BC. When you leave, please take me with you.
Yes.
Happily.
Come on down.
Come on down. You're going to love it. The water's warm.
It's going to be like the Price is Right. Come on down.
Come on down. You're the next contestant on Alberta Republic. We got Jason coming in. Jameson, sorry, with a $2 super chat. Support from Texas. Thank you. I love my Americans. I think they're wonderful. They're wonderful people. Thankfully, they don't have to put up with Nancy Pelosi anymore. She was terrible. She was a threat to the United States of America. We're going to talk about Nancy. Thank you for the $2 super chat. We got Bradley with another $5 super chat. So Carney admitted, we got that one. No pipelines. There we go. Nilok, $2 super chat. Hit the like button, folks. Nice hoodie. Looks good.
It does.
Nilok gave me this hoodie. It's fantastic. I turn around and show you the back, but I'm not.
It is beautiful.
I'll fall off my chair. I've already had a couple. We're not doing that. Raptor guy, $2 super chat. How? I got a fever. You missed my last super chat. You're crazy.
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
How? More cowbell. Let's go back. Let's make sure we get Raptor guy's last super chat. I think that was the Charlie Sheen one. I think we got that one because we got the MP crossing the floor one. So sorry, Raptor guy. We try to get them all as quickly as we can. Jancore, $2 super chat. Cheers, Fringe ladies. Sip, sip. There you go. RG coming in with a $5 super chat. Lace, What does that say?
I don't have my glasses on. I can't
LOCE?
Lace from St. Louis, Missouri.
Lace from St. Louis, Missouri. Tim Hortons is Canadian Starbucks. No, it's not. Tim Hortons is like drinking toilet water.
Starbucks is like...
Oh, it's Love. It's Love from St. Louis.
Love.
Okay, typo.
Well, love from Alberta to St.
Love from Alberta. We love St. Louis. I gotta say, I love St. Louis. I love that big archway to the gateway to the west, the old Mississippi. They're wonderful. See, you don't think Canadians know a lot about Americans or the geography, but we know a lot. We're not ignorant. We know a little bit about a lot of things. I got David Brewer jumping in, becoming a member for 8 months. That's I might have to, if you like it, you got to put a ring on it. Happy Friday from the Fringe, from Springfield, Missouri. Derek, did you see my email about the new federal requirement for truckers in the USA? I did not. I'll check my spam folder. Sometimes they get put in there. I will check it later. My email has been overwhelmed recently with letters to Danielle Smith. I've got lots.
Great job, you guys.
Awesome.
I went into Staples there. They yelled at me. They said, the printers are out of ink. You printed too much. Get out of here, you bastard. We had to leave. Speaking of bastards, we went to a place in Edmonton today. It's called Fat Bastard Burrito.
So good.
I was working.
If you guys have one of those in your town, go. Oh,
so good.
So good.
My new favorite place.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Jancor. XXXXXXXXXXXX. Member for 13 months. Thank you so much. Raptor Guy, $2 super chat. I wonder if Bonnie Critchley will run in Edmonton. They already got enough lesbians, and especially angry ones. I don't know if that'll happen. But hey.
I've been watching Janice Irwin all week.
Yeah?
Who Napoleon Dynamite? She's creepy. A lot of people call her Buddy Holly.
I see it.
I see Napoleon.
Right. Matt saying, I want to be a big fat bastard burrito too.
We'll have to take him here when we go.
I got a turtle head poking out. Oh, and it's squidgy. Don't worry, we'll get you there, Matt. Let's get on with the memes. I gotta say, National Roast, I posted this picture last week. I thought it was hilarious. National Roast sent me the original. You guys should go follow National Roast on X if you haven't already. The National Roast is an amazing account. I always go there for my memes. Shout out to the National Roast. Is this up on a wall somewhere? I made it. Here's the original. Because the one that I posted had this weird, like it was taken on an angle. I think somebody took it on like a TV screen or something.
A picture.
But there's Justine. I'm going to let you guess who pitches and who catches. But they've got their blackface baby. They got their astronaut baby, who's been to space more than once because, both of them are space cases. Let's take a look. I had this map on a video. I wanted to show you guys this map if you haven't seen it yet. Because, in fact, I should just open it in another tab.
Yes.
So that we can hopefully zoom in on it. That didn't do it. That didn't do it.
Click on it.
Let's
there you go.
Yeah, but people can't see it so good. Let's open it in another tab. Can we? No, we can't. Oh yeah, we can zoom in. We can zoom in. We can only zoom in a little bit. So this is what the outlay for Canada should look like in the future. Down here, where all the land is being debated in British Columbia, near Vancouver, they're gonna break off Vancouver Island as well as the mainland west coast and call it Weedistan. I think that fits.
Yeah.
I think that fits. Over here will be the Republic of Alberta. It'll stretch from the territories, Yukon, BC interior, all the way to Vancouver, basically. You'll have Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, half of Ontario. I think we deserve to take half of Ontario, the good half. There are good voters over on this blue side, but hey, you only have to move a little bit of distance to get into the new Republic of Alberta. So then this portion of blue over here will move over to Quebec. Down here, I know you guys can't see it because I can't zoom in enough.
The zoo.
They've named the red zone where most of the votes happen in the country the zoo. I think that's appropriate. Pointing over to Ottawa as well as the blue portion of Quebec, the Laurentian elites will reside next to Nova Scotia area of forced Quebecification. And then, of course, on the end, you'll have Newfies.
Yeah.
You don't you go sticking us out there, You got all those Newfies out there. I think this will be the best way. The red zone, Matt says the red zone is Cuckistan. I'll stick with the zoo. I like the zoo. I think the zoo is fitting. I think that's a good one. I think it's wonderful. I think we should keep it that way. It's wonderful, ladies and gentlemen. This is the way Canada should look. I'd be proud to be Canadian if this is the way Canada was, but unfortunately it will now be Alberta. We'll just call it Alberta. Welcome everybody to Alberta. who isn't here yet. Jameson, $2 super chat. You should watch Disney's Meet the Robinsons. I've seen it.
Very good movie. Actually, I really enjoyed that one.
PJ Menzies coming on the $10 super chat. Adding this to AM's video, the NDP are a notoriously destructive party run by nasty, dangerous people, led by a numpty, divisive person who voted by naturally dumb people for nefarious, damaging purposes. And in other news, water is wet. Yes.
Naturally dumb people.
Naturally, 68.
That's brilliant.
68% of the population, folks, is legally retarded, and a lot of them vote NDP.
There you go.
Thank you for the super chat. Mr. Biggs, the $5 super chat. Justin Trudeau is an astronaut. He is the world's first rectally conceived baby. Wow. You know what? We got to talk about things that are rectally conceived later this evening.
Yes.
So is the NDP equivalent to the Independent Party of America? So the NDP are the New Democrat Party. Typically they used to vote on the side of the working class. So they'd stand up for workers' rights, for fair treatment of employees, things like that, funding for services like healthcare. But then they kind of just became the welfare state of politicians for the Liberal Party. They just essentially stood there as the party to balance out the votes so that when the Liberals needed votes in order to pass things, they'd take a big old bribe and just keep moving forward. Now their party's been decimated into non-party status. Because they suck.
Nenshi is leader,
Well, now Nenshi leads the Alberta NDPs, which are about to be in the toilet as well. If you watch this morning's video, folks, it was very positive, showing how one single post by Nawhead Nenshi had over 700 comments now, with not a single support.
No, you found one.
One support, one questionable support for Nenshi. The rest of it all about Alberta, leaving, Alberta being independent. Absolutely fabulous. Yeah, Matt says they're a communist party of Canada. Yep. That's a good way of putting it. Yep. They're basically the CCP of Canada. Yep. RG Merkel with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Alberta has more in common with Montana than it does with Canada at this point. God, yes.
Beautiful.
I got to say, I love Montana. It's wonderful.
Yes, beautiful.
They got lots of cowboys. They got ranches. They're wonderful. They'll take you to the station.
I heard cowboys.
They're wonderful. Lori heard men with things in their trousers and got excited.
Cowboys.
If Lori was a restaurant, the sign would say open all night.
Absolutely not. Cowboys.
Raptor guy with the $2 super chat. DEI didn't earn it. That should be the NDP party. The DEI party of Canada, and they didn't earn it either. Justin Halbertsma coming with a $2 super chat. The ostrich slaughter should scare us all. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that tonight. I will talk about it. We're not going to talk about it tonight only because I'm trying to keep the show positive. Wednesday was doom and gloom.
Positive Friday. But yes,
we'll talk about it though.
OX Dead coming in with a $5 super chat. If the NDP is elected, we effectively lose taxpayer representation by our government with union debates. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We do not want that.
That pretty much nails it. Let's continue with the memes. We're falling behind here.
Friday.
We're falling behind here. Not really a meme, but if you missed it, good old Nancy Pelosi left office. She left. President Trump getting a lot of blowback for his statement about Nancy Pelosi. If you missed it,
here it is.
Here comes the laughs, folks. Here comes the laughs. When you ask the president of the United States, hey, what did you have to say about Nancy Pelosi? Usually they'd say, I commend her for her service. She did her job.
Something nice.
Thank you for your service. Nope, President Trump.
He doesn't walk around.
He was stone cold awesome.
President Trump grabbed them by the pussy and told them exactly how it is. Take a listen, folks.
Thank you, press. Thank you, press.
About Nancy Pelosi?
Nancy Pelosi's retirement.
I think she's an evil woman. I'm glad she's retiring. I think she did the country a great service by retiring. I think she was a tremendous liability for the country.
And on Dick Cheney.
I thought she was an evil woman who did a poor job, who cost the country a lot in damages and in reputation. I thought she was terrible. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, press. Thank you, press. Thank you, press. Thank you.
I mean, Nancy Pelosi cost us a lot. She cost us a lot. She was terrible. She was a threat to America.
He doesn't hold any punches, does he? He just says it how it is.
I gotta love Donald Trump. He tells it like it is. I actually have friends who said that Nancy Pelosi got where she was because if you de-age her, she was quite attractive to younger men. It almost made me throw up in my mouth.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Yeah. Because we did see de-aged photos, and no.
Nah.
Is that
I
like
wouldn't
them
touch her.
taking, like,
No.
the skin and
Skeletor.
back?
Definitely Skeletor. Definitely Kmart. Let's take a look here. I like this one. This one was sent to me by one of our viewers. Fred, sit down, buckle up. Alberta's going for a rip.
Oh, I love it.
If you needed a reason to be happy tonight, there you go. PJ Menzies, I am an immigrant born in India and grew up in Africa. I know what communism is. I used to be a proud Canadian, not so much. Now proud Albertan, because this country is becoming the next Venezuela.
Yeah.
Maybe Uganda. Maybe it'll turn into Uganda. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much.
We have a thirsty dog.
Nilok with a $5 super chat. I was on Dr. Steve Turley's chat today. He agreed to an interview with the APP. We're getting a lot of support from the right in the USA.
I love it.
We are not alone.
I love that.
You've got guys like Glenn Beck supporting Alberta. You've got high-ranking officials, I will say, within the Trump administration. Again, I cannot share specifics with people because I am privy to certain information when my sources come to me. But I have to tell you, folks, they're high up there. It's not the Donald, but there are a lot of people within the Trump administration that are eagerly awaiting Alberta's departure from Canada. Let's keep it going.
Where are we at for likes, guys?
Where are we at for likes?
Yeah.
Are we getting up there on the likes? Again, guys, if we get close to 1,000 likes, we're giving away the F. Carney calendar to one lucky viewer tonight, courtesy of Calendars That Curse. Free. Doesn't cost you nothing. Just hit the good old like button down below the video. This one, if you got mad this week about Chris crossing the floor, Chris Detremont, Pierre's furious. 2 politicians, 2 choices. One served his people, one saved himself. Damien Carrick sacrificed his own job for the people. Chris Detremont sacrificed the people for his own job.
Yep.
Isn't that the way it is? 703 likes? Is that where we're at? Really?
Wow.
Are we at 703? We can't be. Somebody's
There's
trolling.
no way.
Somebody's trolling. Keith is trolling. We're not at 700 likes. Come on. There's no way.
That would be amazing.
We're only
468.
488. We're only 27 minutes into the stream.
Try.
There's no way. Yeah.
My hopes up
People
there.
like free stuff. 731. There you go. Keep them coming. Let's get to 731. Keep it going, folks. Anti-taxer. Speaking of crossing the floor, if you guys missed the memes, there you go, Sean with a $20 super chat. Nickname him Chris Cross. There you go. He'll make you jump. I'll tell you that. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. I appreciate that.
Beautiful.
If you were paying attention to Chris Cross this week, there's been a lot of rumors. Again, the people I've talked to says that this isn't over. There are others that are potentially crossing the floor.
Yeah.
At the very least, you saw Andrew Scheer today defending a number of Conservatives getting harassing phone calls at home from the Liberal Party. There's been memes floating around online as a result. First, I would acknowledge Carson, El Gringo Grande. Oh, it went off the screen. Gifting 10 unacceptable Fringe memberships to the Patriots Club. Welcome to all 10 of our new Patriots. Thank you so much, Carson. It's very much appreciated. You're such a gentleman.
Appreciated.
You, sir, are a scholar and a gentleman. I said appreciated. Did I not?
You said appreciated.
Oh, I'm slurring.
How much are you drinking?
I'm slurring. I've got Clyde disease. I shouldn't have said that. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. Here we go. So these memes have been going around. People saying that fake people are crossing the floor. I don't find it funny, but a lot of people do. The names are funny. So breaking, in another devastating blow to Pierre Poilievre's Conservative MP, Su Kong D's Nuts announces he is crossing the floor to the Liberals. I mean, I thought it was kind of funny. Su Kong D's Nuts crossing the floor. You have this one. Conservative MP John Dutton of Water Valley, Alberta, is crossing the floor to the Liberal Party of Canada to take a few Liberals to the train station. You've also got this one here.
Oh, yeah.
Breaking, Davis Quinton, member of the Conservative Party for Dog River, rouleau riding in Saskatchewan, is crossing the floor for the Liberals. I mean, it's kind of funny, but I don't find what's...
Really, it could go on forever.
I just don't find what's happened in the House of Commons.
It's not, because it's kind of scary what's possibility.
It's good to have some...
There's a comment, Lee, saying we're better off without D's. We're better off without all those nuts.
Yes.
Not just D's nuts. Nathan, $2 super sticker. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You guys are on fire tonight. Thank you.
Amazing.
We've been getting censored all week, so I really appreciate the super chats. That's you guys are amazing. Thank you. Let's get to America. Good old Gavin Newscomb sat down for an interview this week. I got a 15-second clip from his interview. You guys are going to want to hear this one because, boy, does he admit what everybody in the room's talking about.
Why do you Why do you cross your legs like a castrato, Governor? Do you have any balls, yes or no?
Yes, I do have balls. They're tiny though, so when I cross my legs like this, it doesn't really hurt. I actually like pressing my tiny little balls like this.
Why do you...
I mean, him and Trudeau used to press them together from what I hear.
Trudeau used to sit like a lady too.
They were bum chums. And from what I hear, they like to press. They like to press together. Two men pressing together. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Wasn't that on Seinfeld?
Yes.
I think it was. Good old Gavin Newscum. Let's get to the rest of the memes. I like this one. My good friend Joe Lyman sent me this one. This one's like 3 minutes long.
Oh, so
but it's hilarious. If you guys have ever been if you've been dating in 2025, take a look at how complex it is. For all you for you older folks who don't date anymore or who found your partner through, communication, through socialization, through going out and actually meeting people, take a look at how it runs today.
Right? Sorry I'm late, guys. Traffic was a
I think you're at the wrong table.
Perfect timing. I'm completely lost. Jess, this is my translator, Timothy. I'm fluent in subtext. He translates between men and women. Men and women may hear each other, but do they actually understand each other? No. Like, I've been laughing for the last 10 minutes. I don't even know what we're talking about, and I want to. Exactly. That's where I come in. So just pretend I'm not here, and I'll do my job.
Okay. So you were telling me about your job.
She's asking how much money you make. Yeah, I'm really close to closing this Amazon deal. He's saying he's got some money, but don't get excited.
That's great. Good luck. I hope that works out.
She means if it doesn't, you're out. What about you? What's a day in the life of Jessica? He's asking what the availability would be tonight for him to hop in those pants.
Well, I started yoga, but I really want to switch gyms. Do you know any good ones?
She's asking if you look good with your shirt off. I go to Equinox. He runs on the treadmill for like 3 minutes, he hits the sauna, and he goes home. So, what are you looking for? He wants to f*** you.
I'm just seeing where things go. I mean, nothing too serious.
She's saying you're hot enough to flirt with, but not hot enough to delete her entire roster. You've got really nice eyes, by the way. He was going to say tits, but he chickened out.
Thank you.
She was really hoping for the compliment, so you failed. You're really easy to talk to. If your boobs are fake, that's okay, but he just wants to know now, so there's no surprises later. I'm also curious.
That's so sweet.
She's wondering how much money is in your checking account right now. So, I don't know, want to grab a drink after this? He's saying, are we f***ing tonight or not?
Maybe.
She's saying, depends how expensive the next place is. We can go to Nobu. I know a guy who could walk us right in. Money's not an issue. Please touch his penis, he's saying.
I love Nobu.
Your money excites her. She's deciding if she can fake an orgasm.
So you said you just got out of something?
She's checking to see if you're still in love with your ex. Say the wrong thing here, and we'll never know if those are fake. Yeah, it ended a few months ago, but yeah, I moved on. He has not moved on. He still watches her stories, and he gets mad when she doesn't watch his.
You think you learned anything from it?
She's asking if she'll have to fix you emotionally and pretend your dick is the biggest she's had. Definitely. Yeah, it's taught me what I want. He means he wants a hot girl that doesn't cry during brunch.
What's your sign?
She's checking for red flags, disguised as constellations. Scorpio. He's guessing. He doesn't know.
Interesting.
She's already made up her mind, but she's waiting for you to say one more stupid thing.
I'm a Gemini.
She's chaotic, flirty, has 6 backup guys, 3 personalities. Proceed with caution. That makes sense. He's been hurt before, but you're distracting us.
You're different.
She's saying, oh, okay, yeah. She's saying that you're not hot enough to act this weird, but she's bored and horny, so.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah. Let's go. Can I translate the sex? I'll just sit in the corner. Yeah.
I mean,
I was not expecting the ending of that video. Yeah.
I thought it was funny.
It's kind of dating in 2025.
Joe,
It really is.
thank you to Joe Lyman for sending me that one.
That was brilliant.
I thought it was great. Even Mike TV Dub, wow, that was brilliant. I mean, it was, like, everybody seemed to like it. That's good. I felt bad because it was 3 minutes long. We don't typically take that kind of time.
That was cute.
For those things,
What
but
the fuck did I just watch?
Yeah, right.
Dating in 2025. Yeah.
before we get into what's going on in Canada, what's happening with Canada, and I know, again, guys, we're half an hour in, but I think you guys are having a good time. Let's keep the good time going. Mrs. Fringe found some wacky articles. We used to talk about wacky articles in the stream to give people the laughs, get the lulls. Mrs. Fringe found 2 that I thought were hilarious that we do need to talk about.
You can't make Mrs. Fringe read it though.
No, Mrs. Fringe, you're okay because you've dipped in a little too much tonight, but that's okay. Let's get into let's get into the articles, guys. If you've ever been curious about the wonderful world of cockfighting, a Republican wants to slash penalties for cockfighting and bring in robot opponents. This in Oklahoma City. Bills introduced by Oklahoma lawmakers seek to make changes to the state's cockfighting laws by reducing the penalties for participating or allowing robotic participation in the fights. Animals versus machines. We're entering an amazing generation. Opponents of cockfighting argue that reducing the penalty would send the wrong message to Oklahomans about the cruel and outdated form of entertainment. They said that voters in the state passed a ballot measure in 2002 making it a felony to own, possess, keep, or train your cock for the intent of fighting and can carry a penalty of up to 10 years in prison or up to $25,000 in fine. So, make sure, if you live in Oklahoma, keep a firm grip on your cock and don't let it fight anybody. Okay?
Is there anyone from Oklahoma in the chat right now? We'd like to hear if this is actually legit.
Cockfighting is the practice of forcing two roosters to fight each other, often to the death for entertainment, and regularly includes gambling on outcomes of fights. The birds are bred and trained for the purpose of fighting. I'm not trying to legalize it, Humphrey said. I'm trying to reduce it to a misdemeanor. We've reduced dangerous drugs that are killing people to a misdemeanor, and yet raising your cock is a felony that carries 10 years.
But one is still going to die.
That's complete stupidity, he says. Humphrey said it was a tough deal to get his bill passed in the House last year, and these attempts to be more difficult to get support than the last year because of resistance from House leadership. He said he doesn't expect the bill allowing robots fighting cocks to pass, but he wants to start a conversation and plant the idea in the minds of Oklahomans. A first conviction would be a misdemeanor with a $500 fine. Second conviction would still be a misdemeanor, but with a penalty of up to a year in county jail, a fine of $2,500, or both. Third offense would bring penalty of felony status to a 2-year sentence of $5,000 fine, or both. So, in other words, folks, stop fighting with your cocks, especially if you live in Oklahoma.
It's a learning lesson.
It's a learning lesson.
And the more you know.
We know you guys are eager to show everybody how long you've raised your cock and how great it is. Okay?
I want to see these robot cocks.
But you can't do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pushing back against the cocks. From which end, I can't say. But they're definitely pushing back. I've got honorable mentions to get to. We kind of crossed the line there, but we got
for sure. That's only Fringe.
We got honorable mentions. We got honorable mentions. Aaron says $2 super chat. I sent that letter you shared to the NDP last week. Good. Thank you.
Oh, nice.
Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. We got PJ Menzies. Oh, we got that one. We got that one earlier. Sean with the $20 super chat. Chris Cross, we got that.
Are you drunk too?
No, I'm just trying to figure out where we left off. Raptor Guy, $5 super chat. Like I said about Chris on Monday, he's about as faithful as Tiger Woods with women. Couldn't agree more. Thank you. Nathan with the $2 super sticker. Thank you. Gary, $14 super sticker. Thank you so much. We got Nathan again, $5 super chat. There is not much YouTube coverage on Saskatchewan separation. My family watches you. How can we help get Saskatchewan separation on the mainstream?
I keep saying that once Alberta goes, it's going to be a domino effect.
2 words, get loud.
Yes. Get loud.
Get loud.
100%.
Put down your Rough Riders tickets, put down your watermelons, and tell everybody to get active and get on the separation bandwagon. You got to get outside with your flags. You got to start waving your Saskatchewan flags. Tell people you identify as Saskatchewans, Saskatchewanites, Saskatchewans.
Saskatchewan was wanting to separate as well. Oh, yeah.
Oh, their support is larger than Alberta's. Yet
that's amazing.
The S in Saskatchewan is silent. They're not getting loud. Get loud.
Get loud.
Eugene becoming a member. He got loud being a member of the Patriots Club. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I've also got OX Dead 10cc coming in with a $10 super chat. Ignoring harsh truths won't avert inevitable consequences. It's a fleeting escape from cognitive dissonance. In Canada, we're cursed by an illusion, echoing Requiem for a Dream's themes. Yeah,
nicely said.
We got to keep it positive, though. Very nicely, but we got to keep it positive.
Look at you go.
I
love
Mrs. Fringe is getting a refill, and until then, we got...
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
How? More cowbell. Guys, you wonderful. You got crazy tonight.
What do we have for likes?
How many likes are on the stream? We want to do a giveaway. It'd be wonderful. I am that mouse. Let's go. Get that like update in there.
Your Trump way better than your walking.
Oh my God, she doesn't like my Christopher Walken.
No.
That's terrible. It's my bad. I was sending a tweet. Michael coming into the $5 super chat. Everybody needs a good cock story. Long ones, small ones, white ones, black ones. Even the occasional Asian has interest.
Yes. Love it.
You know, I got to be honest with you guys. I've always wanted to make sure. While we're talking on this, I've partaken in a few things when it comes to that
you sent me
that realm. And I got to tell you,
he shows this to everybody. I got this one from him for my.
I gotta tell you guys, since we're all talking about it, I might as well show you my giant cock. I couldn't go to Oklahoma. I'll tell you that. It took a long time to raise this cock from an infant all the way into fighting
and all
stages.
Of a sudden your viewers go.
But listen, it takes dedication. It takes severe perseverance to never buckle under pressure. And you got to know how to handle your cock. I mean, Oklahoma couldn't stand up to me. King Kong ain't got nothing on me with my giant cock. There he is. In case you guys ever wanted to. His name's Charles. We call him Charles. That's Charles. So say hi to Charles, folks. Dinner. If things keep going the way they are in Canada, he'll be dinner very quick. Oh, thank you, Jan Core. He says that's a beautiful cock. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. No homo. Let's get into the next story. I guarantee you it's not as bad, or maybe depending on how you view it.
Yeah.
It could be. My email address is up there. We got to erase that.
The dirtiest ones.
I think you picked some really sick articles.
You're the one that, yeah.
God, we're not even getting to politics yet, guys.
I know.
Mrs. Fringe found this one. For anybody concerned, Japanese butt breathing technique could help people with lung conditions.
Right?
So instead of having a bunch of assholes in the House of Commons.
Kegels with your bum.
Yeah.
How would you even do that?
We're gonna replace the assholes in the House of Commons with breathing through your own.
He's gonna go through this and take snips of my face again. He is. I've got the great one.
Here we go. Buckle up. Giggity giggity.
Okay, I want a butt like that.
Get a breath of this not so fresh air. Japanese and U.S. researchers have developed a groundbreaking treatment for people who can't breathe through their lungs by delivering. You know, I'm reading an article here. And this mic picks up everything. This is why I haven't given you your own show yet. You guys don't let it. I'm talking about breathing through your anus, and you just won't let me move on.
We're talking about the bum.
You know, we're trying to get to politics at some point. Both of you.
Okay, Dad.
Unbelievable.
We're grounded.
It is cheeky.
Send us to our room.
That is cheeky, isn't it, CB? Isn't it? Jeez Louise. You guys are ridiculous. Can we not take this seriously? Okay.
Butt breathing.
Important information here. Japanese and U.S. researchers have developed a groundbreaking treatment for people who can't breathe through their lungs by delivering oxygen where the sun doesn't shine. Results for the first human clinical trial testing the so-called butt breathing technique suggest that it's safe and well tolerated, pushing the cheeky alternative one step closer to becoming a real lifesaver.
Oh, I thought there was a video to show us how to do it.
I thought for a second they were
like,
turning a model around there to be like, hey, let's go.
Scroll quick.
Let's go. Loaches, a type of bottom-dwelling fish, usually breathe through their gills, but when oxygen runs low, they're known to swim to the surface, gulp air, and swallow it. The air moves through their digestive tract, where oxygen is absorbed in the bloodstream before the rest is expelled through the butthole. Basically, loaches can breathe through their backsides, and they're not alone. Turtles, sea cucumbers, dragonfly, nymphs, and even pigs.
But it doesn't say humans.
Yeah, well, it says pigs. They're talking about Justin Trudeau. Can absorb oxygen in similar ways when their lungs aren't up to the task. Inspired by these cheeky creatures, scientists wondered if humans with blocked airways and clogged lungs could do something similar in a technique called internal ventilation.
Cheeky.
Are we really talking like?
Exercise. It was a pen.
we're not just at the point of talking about provinces leaving countries or printing money that's not worth anything.
With your lung condition.
No, we're gonna put forward laws to make sure that roosters fight robots, and you can successfully breathe through your anus.
So
all while championing DEI policies, men dressing up as women, cats and dogs living together, mass hysteria.
Oh my God, it's hot
leave
here.
the dog.
Pale pinkish pudenoid. I love the idea.
Stay down here. It's hot in here.
I love the idea of stopping all BC truck train traffic
You gotta turn the heat off.
to inspect for rats. Watch my interview with Keith Wilson tomorrow.
It's so good.
1 hour long interview. We talk about that. Thank you for the super chat.
I got to hear it while I was working today.
RG with a $5 super chat. Thank you. New Tulsa Kings episode. Robo Rooster versus Real Rooster. Either way, she's screaming for the victor. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. Ox Dead coming in with another $2 super chat. Make Robot Wars great again. Save the chickens. Yes. Ox Dead with another $2. FYI, pigs can breathe through their butts, as we found out.
I didn't know that.
Nilok, $5 super chat. Beef prices are so high that everybody switched to chicken, and now the price of chicken is skyrocketing due to a shortage of chicken. Canada is sunk. Just wait.
Yeah. We're gonna start eating each other.
You can have butt-breathing pigs.
Did you guys see this week that they made an announcement that they're going to start cloning animals?
And they won't even tell you.
And they won't tell you on the packaging if it's a cloned animal?
Oh, I'm gonna raise my own chicken.
When you're going to get your meat, your food?
Send a kid out there to kill it for me.
Master Snatch says, okay, if butt breathing is the thing, what would a cold followed by the sneezes from a butt breather be like? Make sure you're not facing anybody or any walls. That's all I can say.
No hot tubs.
No hot tubs. Raptor Guy, $5 super chat. If you think our taxpayer dollars are going to DEI programs like Mongolia, I wonder how the Shitty Walk guy feels.
We should go Chinese food.
We should go check his food.
Chinese food.
I'm not entertaining this nonsense anymore.
We'll talk behind your back.
That's why he separated us.
Can we let's get to politics, shall we?
Yes. Okay.
I'm
On a
literally
serious
dead
note.
inside. Can we get to politics? We've already seen the floor crossers this week. I do have to address one thing while we're trying to keep it positive. I have an area of concern. With all the people crossing the floor, I said earlier in a tweet this week, I don't see Pierre Poilievre surviving a leadership vote in January at this point.
No.
I'm curious what's going to happen with Pierre, especially with his Conservatives crossing the floor. His latest one quit. And granted, the latest Conservative to resign isn't crossing the floor, but he was out of Edmonton. And many people speculated, well, why did Damien Carrick give up his seat if Pierre could have ran in Edmonton if this guy was going to walk away? I don't think he would have won this seat in Edmonton.
No.
Not like Damien Carrick's riding.
No.
But I have to say, I'm.
Do you think they waited on purpose? Like this was planned well before?
The
vote just happened.
I don't know. I'm a little scared of what Canada is going to turn into and what it's going to become, because if we're really honest with ourselves, like or hate Pierre, there really isn't anybody with the charismatic presence that he has to carry the Conservative Party.
Well, there's nobody else that cares about Canada like he did.
I understand people like Larry Brock. There's many others that I'm sure people are going to be throwing out names in the chat. Michael Barrett. Princess Thickness? No, she's not going to run. I saw it. Carson said it. Pierre should resign immediately if the Libs get a majority.
100%.
So what you have to look at here,
falls on him.
if you want to put it in like sports terms, this is the equivalency of a championship team losing the championship and then having to rebuild because their players get traded. It's going to take a long time to rebuild the Conservatives if Pierre leaves because there's really nobody who has the presence that he has to carry the Conservatives. But Jason Levine says it here. What the heck seriously is going on with the Conservative Party? Former MP Matt Giroux Genero, was even thinking about resigning, why didn't he do so when Pierre needed his seat? His letter said he ran with hopes Canadian would back Pierre, but then they didn't. Did that mean he too lost faith in Pierre? He also specifically said he respects both sides of the aisle for their hard work for Canada. Sincerely, how and why would they be applauding Carney and the Liberals? Then he concludes with saying he wants to be with his family. This is a common excuse when there are reasons he cannot and will not share. Something is going on. It's not looking good for the Conservative Party of Canada, and certainly not for Alberta. I don't know why he's saying it's not looking good for Alberta, but it does. Look, what are all the ones for? I bet Snatch is probably doing something stupid. Yep, I'm not even going to acknowledge it.
What is it?
I'm not even going to acknowledge him because he's just being gay.
He'll tell us.
Raptor Guy, $5 super. Michael Barrett even said the party still supports Pierre. I understand, but look, how do I say this without angering my viewers? They're going to say they support Pierre until the convention. Yeah. They have to. They can't come out and say, well, we don't like him. Even when Trudeau was going to resign, you didn't have Liberals coming out saying, oh, we don't like Justin anymore. Justin's got to go. Get Justin out of here.
They support their leader until he's gone.
They have a decorum. And they're not going to like.
Well, it's a professionalism.
When we talked about Chris, what's his name? Chris Cross moving over to the Liberals, like, and I'm not going to call this person out by name, but I was watching. You guys know that after my streams, I go back and I rewatch the streams. I rewatch the chats.
Watching this one, I think.
I bet. I go back and rewatch the chat. One of my viewers said something so preposterous. I literally almost threw a hammer at my television. And again, I'm not going to call them out by name. I'm not going to shame them. But they said, hey, Fringe, what if they got Chris to cross the floor because Pierre's playing 4D chess? And he wanted to have an insider in the Liberals to make sure that they knew what was going on inside the party.
Do you think they would let him do that?
It's that kind of rhetoric that gives me no hope for this country. It really saddens me when people think that deep into politics. That they think Pierre is secretly sending people, hey, go get behind enemy lines so we can know what the Liberal Party's doing. Are you insane? Are you full of that much copium that you can't just say, hey, they're doing a shitty job, they're failing? Like, I used to get completely...
I mean, it's not to say there aren't moles on either side. There most likely are. I mean, this is the world, but to have it so blatantly obvious would be...
I would like to think that people who vote Conservatives are common sense. And they should stay common sense. But when you make comments like that, it really makes me wonder who's voting for who. If there's trolls in the chat, whatever it may be. But I've heard so many people, do you know how many people jumped all over my back anytime I talked about Pierre in videos before the election? You're going to rock the boat. You're going to cause Pierre to lose the election if you say anything nasty about him.
I like him. I honestly like Pierre. And
he's
I like
a great speaker.
He's a phenomenal speaker.
I got to say, I really hate when I see this because I do go back and see these messages after Tip Top. But this chat moves so fast, I cannot see everybody's messages throughout the stream. I've seen people who constantly ask the same question over and over again when I go back and watch.
It literally goes fast.
I do go back and see everything. So I'm not ignoring you.
I can't see anything.
I know you can't. It moves so quick.
It does.
It's so quick. So I'm not disrespecting you.
No.
The only reason super chats get pulled is because they change the color of the text on the screen and it pops out.
You know what? I wish Pierre was as aggressive as Danielle Smith.
He was at the very beginning, and that's why people
you guys
liked
need to
him
lean
so much.
forward when you're talking. You're leaning back.
At the very beginning.
Yeah.
That's why people liked him so much. But then his people got in charge, and it was all slogans and all bullshit.
Well, no,
and
let him have that power.
He lost his balls somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, when Danielle has bigger balls than any other politician out there, you know there's a problem.
HongTube says you need more mics. We had enough mics, and then Lori joined the show.
I know.
So we kind of have to improvise for now.
We'll just snuggle up.
I can barely hear them.
It's a
Okay.
Derek sandwich.
So...
Hi. Can you hear me now?
Okay. So, hey, here's something we can get to that's totally off topic. Nathan with a $10 super chat. In Canada, Liberals, what can I get from Canada? Conservatives, how can we make Canada great? I don't think that's the case. And I'm probably not going to be very popular for this statement, but when were the last time the Conservatives were conservative? Like, actually conservative. And I'm being honest when I ask that question. When was the last time you saw any conservative actually be conservative? And I'll say Andrew Lawton's been doing a good job. I will say Andrew Lawton poses a lot of good conservative values. But when it comes to the elections, when it comes to the whole theater, the stage show, like, you've got MP Cooper standing up in the House saying, hey, the Liberals are ignoring us wanting to question Brookfield, and this is a travesty, and blah, 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 blah. And it goes back and forth through question period. It's just us getting back on the old carousel. The old hamster wheel of, how come you won't answer us? And they say, well, because we're going to give you word salad. And then they go, oh, I'm going to stand up and say word salad. And then the Liberals go, fancy you do that. I'm going to give you word salad back.
It's just children going back and forth, no one actually ever saying
And around
anything.
and around we go, folks.
This comment by Saved by Grace, my coworker said Danielle planted books in the schools. That is so not true.
Oh, yeah. By the way, Danielle also joined the WEF, and she went to the moon and put Klaus Schwab's picture on it.
I know for a fact she did not, because those books were in our school in Calgary. They were in actual school libraries. The books were not planted.
They weren't planted. There's no nefarious things happening in the background that make people say, oh, let's get our guys on the other party to be in the trenches. Let's plant books in libraries so we can stir up political qualms with other parties. We've seen Naheed Nenshi manipulate the strikes that are going on.
Anything, it would be him. It would be him.
We've seen him manipulating strikes in Alberta because the unions pay for ads for the NDP. They're linked to the NDP through Rachel Notley's husband. They all do whatever the NDP says.
And have for.
And what's funny is there's so many people standing up saying, well, why doesn't Danielle just listen to them and give them what they want? Guess what, folks? She could give them the moon. They're not going to vote for her.
No.
They will never vote for her. Ever. Nilok, $10 super chat. There's a rumor that there's becoming a bigger divide between red and blue Tories, causing a break in the party. There's too many PCs still in the party. A rebuild is needed, but it will take too long to fix. I agree with that. Thank you for the super chat.
Yeah.
Nenshi is a PDF. I can say that.
I like that.
And Hondo says it right here. You won't see a conservative PM for a long time, maybe never. What you have to realize, and Keith Wilson in our interview today was talking about this, he says that if you go back and look at conservative prime ministers, they're only in for a short period of time, and it goes right back to the Liberals.
Yep.
Over history, if you statistically look at elected prime ministers, you're lucky to get a double-term PM like you did with Stephen Harper.
Yep.
But for the majority, they get one-term conservatives while people cool off, the Liberals regroup, and then they're back in power.
Mm-hmm.
This is the reason that we need to leave, that we need to get the hell out of here.
Oh, this government is ruining this country.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm worried that Pierre's going to lose his job. I'm worried that things aren't going to go well. But there's good things on the horizon, folks, and I do want to talk about it. I do want to talk about it because this right here is where we're headed next. Patrick saying Danielle Smith for president of Alberta.
Yes.
I'm going to talk about that. I'll talk about that in a second. Raptor Guy 86, $2 super chat. Face it, 63 states is the only way to go. Maybe.
63.
Some of the provinces joining.
Oh, gotcha.
Greg with a $5 super chat. When Donald Trump finishes his term, would you like us to send him up there to straighten Canada out? Yes, please.
Please.
He can stay at my house. I'd love for him to stick around.
Oh
He's
my
wonderful.
God. Could you imagine?
Down with the $10 super chat. Thank you. I appreciate that. You're wonderful. I appreciate it. Ox coming in with a $2 super chat. Carney is eyeing CPP as a government asset, it seems like. Well, Anita Anand said that they're partnering with the CPP. Right? Like, they've already set up police stations.
Yeah.
It's happening. It's happening. Now, the good news, folks, while everything is going to hell in a handbasket with the Conservatives, we've all seen the budget. We've all seen what's happening. Alberta leaving is not just good for Alberta. It's good for the rest of the country. It's good because if Alberta leaves, or even kicks up enough dust to leave, it's going to start setting things straight for the other provinces, because they're going to have to figure out, hey, how do we manage if Alberta goes? 20% of Manitoba's budget every year comes from transfer payments from Alberta. 20% of Nova Scotia's budget every year comes from transfer payments from Alberta. Keith Wilson, again, confirmed that in our interview today. Watch it tomorrow. An hour-long interview with Keith.
So worth it, you guys. Seriously,
All of your legal questions on how can you do this, how does that work, how are we able to do that, all gets answered. That's why it's such a lengthy podcast interview. You guys are going to want to check it out. Get your popcorn. It's going to be wonderful. Nilok, $5 super chat. I did research on it. The Libs have been in power 97 years longer than any other party. They've held the seat 16 more times than the other closest party. Thank you for confirming that.
See, you're not wrong.
Parachutes with a $2 super chat. Carney eyeing CPP Canada pension plan. So they're using the pension plan as an asset for Canada. They're using our pensions as an asset to offset the balance and say that we are still the best GDP or whatever it is.
It's our asset.
It's our asset. They're using your CPP as an asset.
That's your money.
Yeah.
Nathan, $10 super chat. Conservatives could rebuild or could rebuke the Liberals when they say we have the lowest net GDP ratio in the G7. Conservatives need to eliminate the Liberals' lying talking points. It's our Canada pension plan at risk. Absolutely it is.
It's your money.
Yukon may be considering independence. I hope they do. Look, again, when I spoke with Keith today, he said the same thing. I hope all provinces start moving forward on independence. They have to. A clear message needs to be sent to the federal government. And what's funny is that anytime I talk about Alberta, a lot of people say, tell me one thing Danielle Smith has done for Alberta since she got in. Well,
fight for it.
I'm glad you asked for it. Let's get this list, because Eric put out this wonderful tweet that kind of summarizes things I like about Danielle Smith. 1, support for pipeline expansion. She has a goal of 8 million barrels per day by 2035. 2, telling the unions to stick it. I applaud the use of the notwithstanding clause. Unions have too much power and need to be defanged. 3, she stood up for the unjabbed. During the COVID pandemic, she was also almost the only politician in the country at the time to do so. Respect her immensely for this. The only reason why I initially supported her. 4, she has not raised taxes.
She has not.
5, parental rights and education, a very important topic, and she respects that. Somebody says, I generally thought my list would be larger. She also brought in Bill 54 and made it easier for Albertans to go to the polls and demand a referendum, lowering the threshold.
Carbon taxes so people could survive.
She lowered the tax that the province was taking.
Yes.
Temporarily to assist Albertans.
But still.
Raptor got $2 super chat. Ontario independence is impossible with Fatso. You'd have to get away from Ottawa too. That would be a tough one.
Yeah.
That's a tall order. So Hondo saying Ontario's effed.
Yeah.
And I don't like cheering that on.
No, I mean, it's not a good thing for any province to be in trouble, but it is the fact.
As Matt said in Wednesday's stream, Mega City won, Toronto. They got what they voted for. They're in control of the elections. That's what they asked for. Let them suffer. Let them suffer.
But until they do suffer, nothing is going to change.
No, because they don't think they're suffering.
And right now, it doesn't affect them.
Come to the dark side, you'll see.
So Fashizi saying, unacceptable fringe. We can't just assume separation will be achieved by the rural parts of Alberta only. 19% of Alberta's population is rural. So I'm glad you mentioned that. That's the reason I put out the video from this morning that shows the comment section from Naheed Nenshi. When you look at polling, when you look at Nanos, when you look at Abacus, when you look at any of those polling stations, they're always done in areas to focus on a certain result. This was raw, unfiltered social media and voters speaking out against Naheed Nenshi.
Yeah.
And all of them said, we're voting to leave. You will never get a more genuine consensus than what you saw in that online comment section.
The people have spoken.
I mentioned it to Keith today that, you know, not only was my faith reinvigorated during the independence rally by the amount of people that took the time to get up there. We had a dad drive out from Manitoba with his daughter.
And one with his son, too.
So amazing.
all the way from Dauphin.
Yeah.
Near Dauphin in Manitoba. One of our viewers. And it's funny, somebody said, oh, that didn't happen when I put it on Twitter. Yes, it did. We had a very lengthy conversation. Another man brought his son who said he absolutely loves watching our channel. And I was so taken back and said, it's great that you're letting your kids watch, but I certainly don't condone kids getting into politics. But this kid was so passionate about learning about politics.
But to come from a totally different province, like, what does that tell you?
Oh.
The independence movement is alive and well in Alberta. And we're going to talk about that in a second. First, I got to get to Dawes, $5 super chat. Hey, man. When you give Madam Premier Smith our letters, please shake her hand for me. Also, thanks again for being willing to do this. You're more than welcome. I did get your letter recently as well. Thank you to everybody who sent them in. Look, here's the thing about Danielle that might give you guys a little bit of solace. I speak with a lot of people in politics. I speak to people who know people.
A lot of people.
I talk to a lot of people, folks. Ox, $2 super chat. That man is a champion dad, a real one. Absolutely, he is. Cheers to him. A lot of people have asked, is Danielle on our side? Is Danielle with us? Do you think she stands for independence?
I mean,
now,
she does have to sit on the middle ground. She does have to be nonpartisan to the whole thing.
The person I was speaking with about this the other day, who does know Premier Smith very well, one of my colleagues, a couple days ago we were chatting, and I asked them, since you talk to Premier Smith regularly, do you believe she's on our side? Do you think she's with us on independence? And this colleague said, look, I think what's important is that we look at the fact that everybody who's watching this channel, everybody who's watching Unacceptable Fringe is in on independence. We're all voting for independence. There's the silent majority that we have to convince that while they have a nostalgia for Canada, they have to come over. And they think that what Danielle Smith is doing right now is playing her cards properly. And this is similar to what people were saying about with Pierre. Do you think he's sending people in on the front lines? What Danielle's doing is exactly what she should be doing. She's making it look as though I'm trying to work within Canada. I'm trying to keep Canada together. I'm trying to find ways to work with the government. I'm trying to make things fixed for everybody else to have a prosperous life. Keep doing that, because all it shows is the naysayers that sit in the province that aren't convinced yet as things get worse. And Danielle keeps saying, I'm trying. It helps push them in the right direction to say, yeah, but it's not working. If Danielle comes in tomorrow and says, I'm championing a referendum, I think I'm all for independence, even if she was allowed to say it, all of a sudden you have a vast majority of people that are really concrete to this vote saying, yeah, but I'm not convinced of it yet. I'm just going to vote to stay. Because they haven't looked at the big picture. Danielle is assisting in that picture. So they said, when you ask, do I think Danielle's on the side of independence? They said, I haven't actually asked her because it's none of my business. But they said, if you do think, though, based on the way she spoke to me, the way she speaks to other people I watch her talk to, do I believe she stands with Albertans on independence? They said, I believe that she sees what Alberta could be. I believe what she sees what Alberta currently is. And she also works directly with a government that's telling her how it's going to be. Yeah. She is a very smart woman. She has a very high IQ.
She's got big freaking balls.
Bigger balls than most men I know.
Oh. She knows.
She knows how to get the job done.
She knows the skinny.
Yep. She's very informative about all the provinces, not just Alberta.
But she does her research, but she doesn't, not from Google.
No.
But she does her research. Like look at this week. She was out. Where was she out this week? Abu
Dhabi.
Yeah.
And meeting with them and trying to build a connection.
Oh yeah.
Pale Pinkish Humanoid, $5 super chat. If Canada touches the Canada pension plan, that's the guaranteed ticket to independence. There's more that's guaranteed ticket to independence, but yeah, I agree. Thank you so much for the super chat. What you have to take, hang on. I'm seeing it in here. Any thoughts on fight for Canada? Like to fight for Canada?
Like to stay within Canada?
Why?
It's a losing battle.
Like, I have to ask that question. Please don't think I'm being smug.
No, but
why?
You look at the pros and cons of staying and leaving. There is nothing good about staying for Alberta. There isn't.
What is there really to fight for? If you look at British Columbia, they have flipped the laws on their heads to allow the First Nations to come in and say, you don't own your home. Keith Wilson has an amazing analogy of it when we have our interview tomorrow, where he says it's the equivalent of me buying a stolen car. You have a car in a parking lot. It gets stolen. Somebody sells it to me, and then I fill it with gas. I insure it for several months. I do repairs. I raise its value. And then all of a sudden, the police pull me over, and they take your vehicle back and call you and say, hey, Mr. Smith, we found your vehicle. It's been sold to Keith Wilson.
But hey, it's fixed.
But now all of a sudden, I show up and say, this is mine. It belongs to me. Keith Wilson says, well, I bought it from somebody else. I own this vehicle. According to the laws, I have the rights to go in there and say, no, it's mine. If you want to keep it, you're going to give me a whole bunch of money. Or you can go. The good thing about that is that by the looks of the laws and the way Keith explains it, is that they would have to pay for the cost of the property that has been enriched. So the cost of the structure, not necessarily the land. Now, who determines that cost is what would scare me. But at least people aren't walking away without anything. It's still a dire situation. But when you look at British Columbia and their woke nonsense that's happening with David Eby, when you look at Manitoba and Wab Canoe talking about we're never going to use the notwithstanding clause, we're just going to make sure the government's always in control, the government always decides what's best for you. You've got Doug Ford. I don't even need to go into how bad he is. The federal government, all their scandals, their ripoffs, their policies. You've got woke premiers in Nova Scotia saying you can't go in the woods. You got Quebec saying you're socially unacceptable and you're dirty. Like, what is there worth fighting for that hasn't already been destroyed by a bunch of fat, sweaty pigs in suits? If you love the Canada you used to be in, if you love what your country used to be, Alberta is that last bastion with its independence to bring that back. If you want to see that again, Alberta is the place you need to be. Mm-hmm. And you need to vote for independence.
Yep.
Nilok.
Even independence in your own province.
Oh.
Unfortunately, Smith also voted to shut down independent talks at the AGM. No, she did not, and I'll get to that. It was 50-50, and she was on the 50 to silence it. APP is encouraging everyone to bring it. They work for us, not themselves. So what I was told is that this individual believes, through the conversations they have with Danielle, that Danielle is on the side of Albertans. That's their personal opinion and belief. I feel the same with the discussions I've had with the Premier, but I certainly won't speak on her behalf.
No.
When it comes to voting down discussions of independence for the AGM, that was her chief of staff, I believe, that voted down on it, not Danielle directly. They are silencing it because there are other things to talk about at the AGM. And again, if you listen to what I just said about Danielle running the I'm trying to fix Canada game, there's a large portion of Albertans that need to be shown this is why we have to leave. Yep. They're not going to listen to APP. No. They're not going to listen to channels like this. Mm-hmm. They want real life results. They need their lives to be difficult. They need to see through areas like the mainstream media, the government, that what they're voting for or what they may have stood behind, the flag they stand behind, isn't working for them. And over here you have a premier saying, I'm trying, and getting no results. If you've stood on the side of Canada that whole time and that is what you see, where are you most likely to lean towards? Maybe then you come to an APP meeting. Then you start saying, I need to understand a little bit about what's going on in the country, what Alberta has to offer if they separate. I can't count how many people have asked in this chat, what happens to my pension plan? What happens to my old age security? So a lot of people are misinformed.
Yes.
So I don't think
they're
that...
worried about what will happen. And the thing is, it's not like it's going to, we vote and it happens tomorrow. It's something that will take years. 5 years? Tops? Something like that?
I really don't know, but it's...
Depends how fast she pushes for it.
True.
Honestly.
What you have to... Look, I will never simp for any politician, and I will not... Like, you guys know this channel. I've called Danielle out when we have to. She doesn't do everything absolutely 100% the way I want her to do things.
Does.
Nobody does. But the good thing, folks, is that when you look at Bill 54, when you look at her support to say, hey, 400,000 to 500,000 Albertans signed for a referendum, so we're going to give them one. That should tell you that she has our best interests on the table.
She cares about her Albertans.
Yeah.
Now, as we get closer to the deadline for Mark Carney, we all know the result. We all know that Mark Carney's not going to do anything. Now, Danielle was questioned yesterday by the media. You know, what happens if nothing comes to the table? She said, I'm anxiously awaiting the projects we're discussing with the federal government. So you know she's going to bring up the emissions cap, that it may be reduced or removed off the table altogether should Alberta do X, Y, Z. That is not a beneficial deal for Alberta, and she knows that. You know that Mark Carney's talking about a potential pipeline, and what you have to remember is David Eby has no say in whether that pipeline goes to the West Coast or not. That's federal jurisdiction. So if Mark Carney wants to anger David Eby, he can come in and put through a pipeline. Now, there may be a couple of breadcrumbs that get dropped to try and prevent or stave off division within Alberta versus Canada. And Danielle may try to play it off as, okay, we're going to try and negotiate a little bit further. But I believe after talking to this individual, again, who is very close to Danielle Smith, they had a very valid point. That if Danielle continues to say, I'm trying to work, I'm trying to work, I'm trying to work, and she goes on these trips, she talks to companies, she gets the skinny from people that we're not ready to invest in Alberta. The federal government is screwing everything over. Danielle puts through the referendum vote, but continues to try to work with the government. What does that do for the undecided majority? I think it makes it a win for independence. Nathan, $2 super chat. To right, Derek, long live Danielle. Thank you. Look, it's not about being right here. I'm just saying that I never really thought of it from that angle until this person told me that. And then all of a sudden it became a little more clear that, okay, maybe now I understand what politicians are doing. We know that there's no stake in the federal government anymore. There is no fixing Canada. This country has gone rapidly into a death spiral of biblical proportion because of printing money, careless spending, or investing, as Mark Carney calls it.
Yeah, it's not investing. He's only investing in himself.
Like I know, shit or get off the pot, but here's the thing. Again, let's stretch it out again. Danielle says, all right, that's it. We're voting for referendum. Get out of here. Let's go. Time for Alberta to leave. What happens to the roughly maybe 1 million Albertans who haven't decided yet how things went?
Yeah.
This person brought up a very valid point to me when they said the last time, the largest turnout, and you can Google this, you can look it up, folks. The largest turnout in any kind of election in Alberta's history was right after the Depression. Why? Because things were so bad. They had an 80% voter turnout. And that is the record for voting in Alberta.
And that's still standing as the record.
If you want to succeed at independence, we need that kind of a turnout. So if things get bad enough, almost like a depression, and when you look at the cost of food, when you look at inflation, when you look at the job market, 20% youth unemployment, what is it, 15% regular unemployment? We're in depression-like statistics right now. If it gets worse because of Mark Carney's spending, and if Danielle just kind of sits back and plays the neutral party, I'm going to give them the vote, but I'm still going to try to fix the country. I think for that undecided majority, it's a win. I think that is shitting or getting off the pot at that point.
Yeah.
I will talk with Danielle when I meet with her in just under 2 weeks. But I can assure you, I already believe she is on our side. I have faith she's on our side. Ox with a $5 super chat. Perception is everything, and some people need the wool pulled from their eyes first to understand.
Agreed.
Absolutely.
100%.
Thank you for the super chat. Raptor, $2 super chat. I officially disown my citizenship. I mean, you're allowed. That's good. Oilgram, I haven't gotten much to regular chat tonight. I'm sorry. Let's get one. If Alberta separated and the U.S. wants our oil, what are we going to do to prevent annexation? Well, this is where APP comes in. APP has held meetings with the Trump administration, asking questions about if we secede from Canada. What happens? Where do we stand as trade partners? So how does it work? And I can't talk about those meetings. I know what's happened in those meetings, but I can't talk about them because that's the business of APP. But I can assure you, it's in our favor.
Those are genuine questions from Albertans that want to know. Absolutely.
And that's part of the reason we brought Keith Wilson on for this hour-long interview for tomorrow. And again, I would encourage everybody to come and watch that interview tomorrow. I know it's a lengthy video. Watch it in sections if you have to, but there's a lot of great information that Keith puts out there. And it's mostly for this chat because a lot of people have questions. What happens with the Indigenous rights? What happens with the oil? What happens once the vote goes through? Do we have the right, according to Jean Chrétien in the Clarity Act, as he said, maybe you should read the Clarity Act, Ottawa has to approve your referendum vote. No, they don't. No, they don't. And Keith lays out the law. He's a constitutional lawyer. He understands this better than anybody else. You're going to want to watch that. It's very informative. And I'm so grateful that Keith gave me that hour to sit down and talk today. I think it's fantastic. Oilgram saying, why would it fail? People aren't thinking of separation for prosperity. They're thinking of it as revenge. And that's why it'll fail. Well, but this again, as things get worse, this is how they're going to get away from revenge, and it's going to come into the finances. I'll give you an example, because we have it here on the stream. When you think about the unions going apeshit and everything that's been happening, this post was out. You shouldn't have to choose between groceries and gas. Albertans deserve a government that lowers costs, creates good jobs, and makes life more affordable for everybody. But they're referring to responding to the October 2025 labor force survey. So all the people protesting. So when you look at the teachers protesting, when you look at the nurses that are going on strike now saying, we want more money, Danielle, how come we're running a deficit? Well, because we're giving all of our money to the federal government and they're pissing it away.
And the NDP are not going to be doing any better than what Danielle is offering.
So if you want, so you tell the teachers, you tell the union workers, you tell them all, if you want more money, if you want better benefits, vote for independence because all of that money stays here and your industries are looked after. And when it comes to schools being short of teachers, how many teachers are going to flock to this province when they find out that their pitiful wage goes further because taxes have been reduced or don't exist at all? And they can make more money. They instantly get a pay raise. How many doctors are going to come here when they find out they don't have to give 50 or 60% of their paycheck to taxes? How many businesses are going to open up shop in Alberta, one of the freest nations in the world? We're going to make Dubai look like a welfare state. Like, for all the people who say, oh, you're going to suffer, you're going to... I don't think so. I don't think so.
It's warmer in Dubai, though.
So anytime you see these people protesting,
I do.
Anytime the people are protesting or going out on strike with their picket signs saying, oh, we want better wages, we want go and tell them to vote for independence. Boy, that'll piss them off. Raptor Guy with a $5 super chat. All these crisscross and Giroux news is just a smokescreen by liberal media to distract from the budget. Of course it is.
100%.
I know you and your tricks. Dirty tricks. Nathan, $10 super chat. Yeah, the Fed's issue to fix these issues, and they are increasing inflation. All of these issues that we are all complaining about is inflation. Absolutely it is. There are temporary foreign workers, and they may work hard, but they are not good.
No.
They're not, Dutchie. They're not. And here's the thing. If you're sick and tired of the temporary foreign workers, just vote for independence.
Yes.
They're all gone. Because there wouldn't be a welfare state for them here anymore.
There's no reason for them to stay. No.
There'd be no more handouts for them. There's no more $8,000 checks. There's no more open doors to bring their families in here, second generations, whatever you want to call it.
There's no foreign workers programs.
They would literally sell their properties if they had any, or they would just pack up and leave. Bye. They would be gone. They would go back to Mark Carney's welfare state. They would find somewhere else to go.
Mm-hmm.
They'd find somewhere else to go.
You can blow the smoke up their ass.
I'm just here to give you an opinion. I'm not asking for the Epstein files. Oh, maybe I'm missing part of that conversation. Opinions are great, folks. Look, even if we disagree with people, it's good to get people's opinion. This is how we have discourse. This is how we get problems solved.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever 100% right. I'm not 100% right.
But it's not even that. Nobody's ever going to agree 100% with what you say either. It's not that you're wrong. It's just that everybody has a different opinion.
Greg says, I remember within 5 years, no taxes for Alberta if we go independent.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the plan. If we follow the value of freedom and what they've outlined, and keep in mind, those were outlined based on federal tax returns and provincial tax returns from 2023 and 2024. So we haven't even got to what it would have been like pre-Trudeau.
Oh.
What do we got here? Let's get to Q&A. Yeah. We've gone way overboard. We've gone way over time.
What are our likes at?
Where are the likes at, folks? What are the likes at? The good news, we're getting our independence vote, one way or another. Alberta will vote. You can tell this is right-leaning civil discourse. I mean, I'm happy to hear somebody on the left if you've got something worthy to say.
Yeah.
696, really, guys? Let's see if we can get those likes up.
Sad.
728.
Someone says 7:30, I think, down below. I can't see.
730. 736. Oh, really? Is that where we're at? 736? Let's see if we can get it up to 800 before the end of the stream. We'll do a giveaway.
We can do it.
You guys get another, what is that? 736, 64. Get another 64 likes in there, folks. We'll do a giveaway. Raptor guy. No, 36. That's 64. You've been drinking. I'm sober. I know my math. Raptor guy, $5 super chat. I was on a Nation's live stream last night, and Michael said he's open to doing a video with you.
Awesome.
I don't know who that is.
Okay.
Should we hang on? I got to check that really quick. Are they on YouTube?
Dog is snoring.
He's snoring.
Are they on YouTube? Can you type in Arana?
I see 6 keyboards, so that probably won't happen.
Arana Nation?
Okay.
He's open to doing an interview with me, and he has 13,000 subscribers.
Of course he is.
Of course he's open to doing an interview with me. I don't know who that is, but
Thank you.
I'll reach out, I guess. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for the super chat. I'm not discrediting your super chat. I've just never heard of the guy.
No.
Nathan, $2 super chat. Before no taxes, pay all Alberta debt, then no debt.
Yes.
We were there at one point.
Yeah,
we were there at one point.
Ralph Klein got us to 0 debt.
He did.
And then we got Ralph bucks. Whoop whoop.
Mike's saying, Derek, I got my sweater and it's awesome, man.
Oh,
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Thank you. Look at this. Even Sylvester or Sly Wester says, I support Alberta Independence from Montreal. Thank you.
Beautiful. You're
Thank
next.
Any thoughts on the BC land grab? Yeah, we had a whole video on it
Oh.
last night that got completely smothered by YouTube.
Yes, so check it out.
Well, it's obviously preposterous.
Ridiculous. I would.
But also
Corporate
check
Karen
out
would come out.
also check out the hour-long interview I have with Keith Wilson tomorrow.
The two of us.
Keith goes deep into detail about it, and Keith talks to great extent about how BC screwed themselves with their laws, and he basically lays out my thoughts as well on that one. Is there going to be a light at the end of this dark tunnel? Yes, independence.
Yes, that is our light.
Next year.
Yes.
Don't let that opportunity pass by.
Get loud.
Get very loud. Did somebody super chat? Did I miss something? Oh no, that was the earlier one. Sorry. Loving the sweater, bro.
It is a great sweater.
No, Samuel's talking about the one that he got.
Oh, that's good.
I did get Samuel. It was either an email.
Soft.
It was either an email or a comment where he said he got it and he loves it. I appreciate that.
So soft. I love them. Great quality.
Oh my god, it's so soft.
God.
It's so soft. Oh.
Oh, this couch.
What scares people in Alberta's independence will show how corrupt the Canadian government was.
Yeah,
Well, what you can see is Naheed Nenshi saying we have to discredit it. We have to silence anybody talking about independence.
Scared, but the government is pretending not to be scared right now, but they will be.
We don't want to talk about it. Don't talk about it anymore.
Don't shed it light.
That should tell you right now that they're damn scared of what the reality is.
The corporate cow is leaving.
How much they need.
First Nation chiefs paid to do this in BC because remember, you will own nothing and be happy. The good news, folks, Alberta's safe.
Yes.
Alberta has different laws, and Keith again points that out tomorrow. Make sure you watch that interview. I can't stress it enough.
Which, gives you a bit of peace in your heart because it's worrisome.
Not to mention, a lot of people have been concerned about what happens to the Fringe if Mark Carney passes his censorship bill. Good news. Danielle Smith has said Alberta's going to remain a free speech province.
Yeah.
So I don't think she's going to enforce Mark Carney's free speech algorithm. So
what he's trying to do is wrong.
Nobody's going to come to the door and silence the Fringe.
But even if the Fringe is going nowhere, you'll just be a sarcastic channel. Oh, the Liberals are so amazing. Look what they're doing now.
Are you guys headed out to the club after the stream? No, we're too old for that. And there's children
Once you hit
here.
40, the club is like, okay, 30 really.
You're Alberta. Reach out to Nilok. He made these. He's got awesome.
You should see the back. It's gorgeous.
It is gorgeous. It's got his logo on the back. It's amazing. Covers the whole back of the hoodie. Where'd you get that hoodie? Talk to Nilok at Nilok on the chat. He's got him. He's got him.
Amazing.
Oh, everybody's yelling about cowbell.
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Ox Dead, $2 super chat. Bill C3 is a disaster too. It is. Yeah. We'll talk about that in a later video. Thanks for being fair. Not every place is. We're all adults.
Yeah.
I can agree to disagree with anybody, but the fact of the matter, folks, is I'm right. So just deal with it.
But the fact is you should be able to have a conversation with anybody and be able to disagree and still walk away happy. You know,
we're
not the right.
Have an opinion. Yeah, have an opinion. Speak it.
What about Saskatchewan? We won out too, but Scott Moe was quiet about it. Well, then I'll tell you what.
Get loud.
I'll tell you what. Why don't we organize? Dana, send me an email. Or no, don't send me an email. I was going to say send me an email. Let's try and organize a campaign on this channel. I'll talk to APP. And let's try and organize a campaign to figure out a way to get a rally of some kind going on in Saskatchewan to get Scott Moe to listen. How about that? We see how many people in Saskatchewan really want to talk about independence and start getting them riled up.
Yeah.
Maybe on the steps of their ledge. I believe that's in Regina. And they demand Scott Moe take them seriously and listen about independence. We'll do something like, I'll reach out to APP. My liberal dog's about to fight.
Or hump each other.
I love how zero Fs are getting here.
Take them upstairs.
And then she wants to silence independence because he knows he's out of a job. He's not getting in. If you saw that comment section this morning on the video, folks, he's not getting voted in. It's not happening. Bradley, $2 super chat. Listen, we should just get louder. Yes. Absolutely.
Get louder.
Matt says it. I'll own things and be angry. There are also treaties here. Yes, but those treaties are protected, I believe, through Saskatchewan's clauses and other laws similar to Alberta. That's why Saskatchewan has the potential to leave. That's why your NDP were trying to shut it down when people were talking about it.
Yep.
Dutchy, you know we have them on their heels with all their attacks. Absolutely we do. They're scared shitless. They're absolutely terrified because they know the real score. That's why Tom Lukaszuk was all smug. Hey, I got the parliamentary or a legislative question. I don't want a referendum. And then they say, well, too bad you're getting a referendum. And he goes, wait, what? Wait, no, that's no, shut it down. I don't want that. No. He knows the score. When do you drop it, Derek? At some point tomorrow, the Keith Wilson interview will drop. I'll drop it kind of mid-morning. So keep your eyes peeled. You're going to love it. I guarantee it. It's a great interview. Again, about an hour long.
Yes, but
it's
so informative, so amazing.
Worth the watch.
I was sitting beside him working, listening to parts of it. And honestly, you don't want to miss this.
No.
You don't want to miss this.
Red Dog, $10 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Nicole saying, you are lucky to be Albertan and have Danielle. I'm in Ontario and definitely did not vote for this. So, again, I understand not everybody can just pack up and leave. But I keep telling people, like, if you're fed up, your government's not going to listen to you. Yeah. Like what we just saw with the floor crossings, what we've seen with the government doing whatever they can to get Mark Carney a majority, to fold the budget in on its head while Canadians pay the price, your vote means nothing anymore.
No.
They have shown you this, that they've gone full corruption. They don't care about the will of the people anymore.
They're just going to do whatever they want.
Federally, I'm done voting. I'm not voting anymore in federal. It doesn't matter. I will go to I almost said Damien Carrick. He's not our guy. Whoever our guy is in Parkland County, Dane Lloyd. See, he couldn't remember my name. I'm just repaying the favor. I'll go to Dane Lloyd's office and tell him straight up, don't bother coming to my door. You're not getting my vote. Yeah. Nobody's getting my vote.
No.
I'm done because you've shown me that system does not work. It's failed, and all it's for is to make you rich.
Yeah.
I don't care. My family's struggling. My family can't pay their bills. I've got friends living in my basement because they can't live on their own. Why am I voting for you to have the high life?
But she's cute.
Why am I paying for you to fly back and forth from Ottawa every weekend to see your family?
I always ask, do you have a basement I can live in?
I'll tell Dane Lloyd where he can sit on it and slide. I'm not putting up with that. $24.99 super sticker from Dutchie. God, thank you. Wow.
Thank you.
Very generous. You're amazing. Thank you.
$764.
$784.
Oh, I can't see.
Can we get up to 800? Let's get to 800.
Guys, 800.
Let's get to 800. Nathan, $20 super chat. Laws say unions can strike. It doesn't say what they can strike about.
Yeah.
Let's prevent them to strike for pay. Health safety, yes, and every 4 hours, citizens vote blanket for all government employees. Thoughts? I say let them suffer. Let them stand out in the cold. Let them stand out in the cold through the new year. Maybe a little bit of economic struggle is good for them, right? Maybe they won't act so goddamn entitled. Maybe they won't turn around and try to topple our governments. They won't put out all these recall campaigns in areas, by the way, where they're not going to get their signatures. They're just trying to make it look like a big distraction so everybody gets off independence and people are focused on Danielle. That's where I keep saying, Danielle knows what she's doing. She's very smart.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Let Danielle handle Danielle and let Danielle handle Alberta. We need to handle independence. You need to talk to people who are not yet on the wagon for independence.
Inform them.
Educate them. Send them here. Say, watch every single one of Unacceptable Fringe's videos. Like, comment, subscribe. Give him your money. Do all these wonderful things. I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Starting like a little clique here.
Yes, it's a
cult.
We're starting a cult. We're gonna
fight over your paycheck.
Come meet me in Spruce Grove. We're passing out Kool-Aid. No, tell them to come watch the videos though, and tell them to get informed. Tell them to
educated.
Go to
Being
APP.
educated is the most important thing on this matter. It really is.
Go to APP and ask, download the copy of The Value of Freedom. Show them the document. Show them what's in it, and say to them, please go through this proposal. And again, these are off actual figures. Yes. It's not pie in the sky numbers.
These are facts.
And once you're done, tell me one reason we should stay in Canada. What benefit would we get staying in Canada after reading this document? Yeah. Nobody will be able to give you a straight-face answer on that one. Nathan, $5 super chat. Derek, thank you for helping Saskatchewan. I have family there. No problem.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
No problem. Everybody's got to help the little guy. You guys are at least next door to Alberta.
Join us.
So
love Saskatchewan.
You're almost perfect. So I'll help out.
I'll
help out. You're not perfect, but you're close enough to Alberta. Nilok, $5 super chat. I'm making a website for people to order those shirts, the hoodies like I'm wearing. It'll be up soon. You can email me. Until then, can't post in super chat. Will post in regular chat. I don't know if you can leave, a link in the chat. Nilok, send me the email that you want people to email you to. I'll mention it on the next live stream.
Yes.
And I'll get a picture of the front and back of the hoodie.
Yes.
So that people can see the back of it, and we'll give people that information. I want to cut. NHL, Derek, I never paid more attention to Canadian politics and just how bad it is up there until I subscribed to your channel. Thank you for educating me on facts, and I support Alberta Independence. Listen, I appreciate that. I spin a story that'll make you guys at least laugh while we're waiting to see where the likes get to for the giveaway.
We're at 800. I've seen so many 800s.
So many 800s. We're at 800. Nathan, $5 super chat. already do push your channel, but in New Alberta, unions not allowed to strike for pay.
Yeah.
Absolutely agree with that. Thank you. We've got Maple Kitty becoming a member for 4 months. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm going to get to that story. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. We haven't missed anybody by my knowledge, my count. Here's a funny story. When Mrs. Fringe and I went down to America on our honeymoon, when we got married,
my cup from your honeymoon.
we got married in 2006, and we went to Disneyland because, Tiffany went when she was very young, didn't remember it.
I was 6.
But you didn't remember it, you said.
I didn't remember a lot of things. No.
Okay, so I went because I'd never been. So it was good for both of us. We wanted to go and have some fun. We're not beach people.
No.
So we said, let's go. And when we got to LA, we didn't rent a car. We took a bus. They had a bus stop literally outside of our hotel that you would book your tours on. So like if you were going to Universal or anywhere else, medieval times, all that stuff, they would just tell you what time to be at that bus stop, and they would pick you up and take you to where you were going. As we got on this big tour bus, there was a group there from Montana, and I know I have Montana viewers in this chat.
Yes.
Please don't think I'm taking a stab at you, but this is a really good story.
And this was also 20 years ago.
God, Maple Kitty, $70 super sticker. Thank you.
Wow.
Oh my God, thank you. Wow, very generous, you guys. As we got on the bus, there was a couple there from Montana. There were people sitting behind us as well. So this is like a Greyhound bus. We get in there, we sit down, and they were all giggling and laughing. Tiff and I were looking out the window, smiling, talking about, I can't believe LA is like this, California is like this. And they said, where are you from? And I said, Alberta. And they both kind of looked blank at me, and then I said, Canada. And they go, well, first I said Calgary.
Yeah.
And then I said Alberta. Because I figured with Montana, Calgary's only like a
right there.
3.5 hour drive to Montana. So I figured they'd know where that was. So I said Calgary, they got silent. Then I said Alberta, still looked blank. And then I said Canada. And they go, oh, okay. And the husband leans over and says to me, is it true that there's snow there all year round and it's really cold? And I kind of glanced over to Mrs. Fringe, and then I went, yes. In fact, it's so cold out there. Sometimes you have to wear like 2 jackets and really bundle up, or else your eyelids can freeze instantly when you walk outside. We have to wear goggles. And he said, well, how do you drive cars if it's so cold? I said, sometimes we take snowmobiles. And if they break down because the engines have froze, they have polar bears you can rent, and they have saddles on them, and you can sit on the saddles and ride these polar bears around. And they go, oh my goodness. And he was eating it up. He didn't catch my sarcasm at all. He didn't catch any bit of my sarcasm. So
glorious.
When you talk about educating people on this channel, I definitely educated this man in the wrong way. I didn't help the cause. But he said,
you
well,
were also 26.
He said, do you have like phones there? Like, how do you get a hold of people? I said, hockey pucks. We'll tape our messages to hockey pucks and we'll pass them down the streets, and people will continue passing them until others get them. He totally, he bought it. He bought the whole story.
Montana.
He bought the whole story. Well, he claimed he was from Great Falls, Montana.
He touches the Canadian border.
And what's funny is, he got off the bus. You get to a depot, and some people are going to Tijuana. Some people are going to, San Diego for the day. Yeah. Others were going to Universal or Knott's Berry Farm or wherever. So that was the day we were going to Universal Studios.
Yes.
So our bus was the different bus that we moved to. And as I'm getting off the bus, the guy from Montana and his wife say, well, it was very nice meeting you. Enjoy the hot weather. And they get off the bus. And this guy behind me grabs me, and he's from Australia. And he says, mate, I'm from halfway around the bloody world. And even I know you're full of shit. And I said, yeah, well.
Play it up.
And we started laughing so hard. And I said to him, look, the guy was, and I told him his town is a 4-hour drive from where we live, and he's that ignorant to Canada. He doesn't know anything about Canada.
That's brilliant.
And he said the same thing I just said. He says, you're not helping your cause. And I said, well, you have a little fun with people.
A good laugh. It was funny.
You have a little fun with people. I mean, look, it was a good time. We still at least had a fun honeymoon. Maybe we'll go back. Maybe we'll take the kids back at some point. I think that'd be good.
Cool.
That'd be fun.
Somebody asked if you were going to have Q&A tonight.
We did have Q&A. We did run Q&A. We answered a few.
Question? Well, I don't think you really answered questions, did you?
Yeah, we answered a few. People asked about thoughts about BC and
Correct.
we
If you
kinda
have any other
stole the
questions, I know.
I can take one more Q&A. Let's
think
take one more
Derek's
Q&A.
Let's do it.
One more Q&A. While we're waiting for those Q&As, the good thing that happened, the funny thing on the honeymoon Mrs. Fringe really liked, we went to Tony Roma's. Very different in America than it is in Canada. Their mashed potatoes come loaded. Chives, bacon, cheese. It was very dark and dimly lit in this Tony Roma's.
Barely read the menu.
It was our last night in LA. And when the food came, I thought there was a big glob of sour cream on top of my potatoes.
In the middle of it.
In the middle of it. Took a big bite. No, it was butter.
He ate the whole thing.
8 straight butter.
Ball of butter, and he's like, it was so funny.
Gross.
It was priceless.
Fringe, can you do a Borat impression? Listen.
This is my
You
wife.
just made me watch that.
You'll need to meet my retired brother Bilo next door. I have a window from a glass. He also must get a window from a glass. I get the step. He must also get step. I get clock radio. He cannot afford. A great success. I can do a little bit of a Borat. Is that Tahiti treat in your hand? So I'm not allowed to like show alcohol on the channel. It's a rule. Yes, it is. They re-released it in booze form. And it's so good. Go and get it. I don't drink that often, but that one's a keeper.
Because wow,
that one's a keeper. I hope they keep it. I used to love Tahiti treat when I was a kid.
Do you have some in the fridge?
Everything is better in the U.S. I definitely miss Texas. Yes, it is. I'll admit that. I'll admit the U.S. is better.
Yes.
Great success. Where are we? I missed Oregon. I lived there for 7 years. We went near, was it? No, we were in Washington. We went to Grand Mountain, Washington. We were near Oregon. We were going to go down to Astoria.
Yes.
For the day. I wanted to see the Goonies filming locations. We took our kids to Great Wolf Lodge last summer, and it was absolutely gorgeous. I'd love to be around there. I've heard Portland's really nice.
Going to a kids' hotel, I would not.
I've heard parts of Portland are nice. Not all of it. I've heard there's a lot of crazies in Portland. Look at this. 99-cent super sticker from Nathan. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Is it gluten-free? I don't know. I hate when... Is it pro-vegan?
She has more.
Is it gluten-free?
Thank you.
Derek, I need a walk-in. We need walk-in. Guys, listen, when you're hanging around the stream talking about Matt Carney, it's crazy. You guys are crazy. They don't know they don't know when to stop drinking. They're crazy. Texas is another country. I don't see any more questions for Q&A. People were like, did you ask Q&A? And I don't see any. I'm going through here.
They don't care.
Sorry, someone had asked. I think they had said, I don't have my glasses on, so
I can't read nothing.
No, I did see it kind of briefly, but you've way past it. So.
I know. He goes so fast.
This has been fun.
Derek, my mother never drank, but when she did, it was great gin and Tahiti treat.
Oh,
nice. This one's vodka, but it does the trick.
When we were in grade 7,
Portland is a war zone? Okay, well, it's good to know. I've never been to Portland, but I heard it was nice. Ban all public sector, i.e. government unions. Yeah, they need to do that. If we get independence. Would you rather live in Alberta or USA, and where? USNA. Listen, I got to tell you, and I don't want to smack around. I don't want to smack around Canadians at all. Or
things are bigger.
Here's the thing. I can't really comment if I'd live in the USA because every time, and tell me if this makes sense. Every time I've gone there, I'm on vacation. So I'm not really looking at what it's like to live somewhere. You're out spending money, having fun, eating out every night,
but it's so
enjoying your time.
Driving
it is gorgeous.
Washington
and the people are amazing. If I was forced out of Canada, yes, I would live in the United States.
100%.
I would love to live in America. It's very difficult. It's difficult to get into America. If I could, I would live in America.
You have to pull the Trump voice and just say, "I'm allowing these people in."
If there's any Americans, I'm gonna have to ask Danielle for the Donald's phone number. If there were any Americans that would get me in,
put them through.
Give me a visa, sponsor the Fringe. I will come to America.
Yes.
Grant with the $2 super chat. I hope Carney plays the China chord. Trump will Trump. We'll see. We'll see. Does Carney wear pink underwear like Trudeau? I don't know. Maybe ask Justin. He'll tell you.
We got a pink
Justin will
thong.
know.
Lacy thong.
He probably walks around in his maid's outfit.
GTO, you missed my super sticker and the mention about the YouTube channel, Fight for Canada. I saw something about Fight for Canada. I thought you were asking me to fight for Canada. So I didn't miss that.
Right.
Yeah,
you went on to explain.
Where's GTO with the super sticker? I'm looking through. I'm going back.
It's there. We're looking. I can't see anything. We're doing a live. Everything is in thruple for me. Thruple.
I don't see it here. Are you sure you sent it? GTO, are you sure you sent it? Because maybe that's why it's been missed. I don't see it, especially recent.
Just write it in the comments.
Granite Man, USA are not our enemies. Our government is. I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
We've got that one. We've got Nathan with a super sticker. Maple Kitty with a super sticker. I just hang in there with me, folks. I want to make sure we're going to do a giveaway here, so stick around. I want to make sure I didn't miss GTO because. So I've got him mentioning YouTube channel Fight for Canada.
Yeah, I think that's the one.
I'll check it out. I don't know anything about it, but I'll check it out. If that's promotion, though, please no self-promotion in the streams. I don't allow that. I don't see a super sticker.
Maybe that was it.
Maybe you meant to say super chat.
Yeah, GTO, I don't see a super sticker. I'm sorry. I hope you don't think I missed you or anything. More super chats came in while I was waiting there. Oxdead 10cc. Maple Kitty said, trying to send super chat but not working, but super sticker is for Lori to take her son out on Mommy Sunday. There you go.
Oh, you guys, thank you.
Oh, we appreciate that. Let's get on with the giveaway, shall we? Yeah, I'm not talking about people asking about the ostriches. I'm not talking about the ostriches tonight because we wanted to keep it kind of happy.
Yeah.
I'll mention it at another time in the near future.
It's a pretty touchy subject.
Yeah, we're not gonna down it. Let's do a giveaway. Let's do a giveaway. Where are the likes at? For the 2026 Fingers Up Carney calendar. I will say when it comes to the ostriches, I'm just glad it's over. Not that the outcome was the way it was, but I'm glad that it's dealt with now, and I don't have to hear about it anymore. Wondering the fate of what's happening.
It's been going on for far too long.
It's just been dragged out by the government.
The government. There we go.
837. All right, that seems sufficient. We got over the 800 mark. Let's get a good old giveaway going on. Now you don't have to be a member of the Patriots Club.
Not today.
Hondo 450 SFM. Are you still in the stream? Hondo, are you still in the stream? Is Hondo still in the chat? Where's Hondo? Let's see. I saw him not too long ago.
Oh, look at the chat, just.
Hondo's here. There he is.
Nice.
Congratulations, Hondo. You were picked on the Wheel of Fortuitousness. You are the winner of the calendars that cursed Mark Carney, F. Carney 2026 calendar that I contributed to and helped collaborate with. Congratulations. Send me an email over at Unacceptable Fringe. We'll see if Mrs. Fringe can type in her state.
How many C's are there? 3.
Unacceptable Fringe YT at gmail.com. Send me an email. Unacceptable Fringe YT at gmail.com, like YouTube. Send me an email with your shipping information, and I will get that sent out to you.
And yes, you can buy the calendar.
Can we buy said calendar? Yes, absolutely you can.
Let us show you.
I will have an ad coming out this week for sponsorship of Calendars That Curse. If you go to calendarsthatcurse.ca, here it is up here. You can find the calendar available for purchase from their site. I would highly recommend, and they don't just have the Carney one.
No.
They have a Freedom calendar coming up for Independence, for Remembrance Day. They have a What the F is Happening in Canada calendar. They have a Bitch of a Witch calendar, Alberta First calendar, F Climate Change, the one that we collaborated on.
And they sell a lot more than just calendars, too.
They have apparel, like you can see down here. I love this shirt.
Love this shirt. We have this shirt.
The Effet stitched plaid shirts. Mrs. Fringe and I bought these from them. They're wonderful, wonderful shirts. Go over and show them some love. They've got amazing stuff. So it's not just calendars, but calendarsthatcurse.ca. You guys want to head over. Huge shout out to them. Sherry does amazing work over there. And every sale she makes, she donates to a greater cause. Sometimes it's food banks, sometimes it's veterans, but a portion of her sales always goes to helping those less fortunate or those ignored by the government. Yes. So make sure to go over and support them. They're fantastic. Good times to be had by all. Do you have that through your store? No, I don't. Keep your eyes out for the link on Monday's video. I will run it in Monday's video. Calendars that cursed.
Yes.
I think you might have to help the ladies after all the drinks. No, they're on their own. They're done.
We're going to be crawling up the
They're
stairs
done.
after this. He's going to have to take care of the kids, though.
My bed's right there.
Keep your eyes open for. I do have a video coming out before Remembrance Day about our veterans. You guys are going to want to check that one out. But tomorrow, keep your eyes peeled for the Keith Wilson 1-hour interview. You guys don't want to miss that again. I know I talked about it so many times tonight. It really was a good sit down with Keith. You don't want to miss the facts, the legal facts coming through to people in that interview. With that, thank you to everybody who came out tonight, everybody who gave a super chat, who became a member, everybody who had something positive to say in the comments. I'm sorry if I missed your comments. Again, I do go back.
No more drinks for you too.
As soon as this stream ends, I do go back and rewatch the stream, and I do read your comments. So I will see them. Join me Wednesday and Friday next week. Unhinged Fringe on Wednesday, Friday Night Fringe Friday. We'll be talking about all this stuff all over again, folks, and everything that came by in the week of politics. From myself, from Mrs. Fringe, from Lori, have yourselves a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, and don't drink as much as we did. We'll catch you on the next one.